Where's my wallet? I can't find my wallet. Sabihin mo, saan siya dalhin? You tell me.
I didn't steal your money. I swear. I didn't steal your money.
You didn't. Did command someone to do it for you.
I didn't steal your money.
Did you borrow it perhaps?
I didn't steal your money.
Oh, but you're stealing to someone. That's what you want to say.
I didn't steal your money.
What did you steal? My jewelry? My LV? I don't know, guys. Oh, I found it. Bye.
I didn't steal your money. May seem simple, but said with different tone or stress, it becomes confusing. That's an example of an ambiguous sentence. Its meaning can change depending on how it's spoken.
Why do sentences become ambiguous? Sentences become ambiguous when they can be understood in more than one way. This happened because of unclear wording, sentence structure, or missing context. The meaning is uncertain and open to different interpretation. Next slide is ambiguity. Ambiguity means a sentence has more than one possible meaning. It's unclear which meaning is intended. Examples that I saw the man with the binoculars. This sentence is ambiguous because it's unclear whether the speaker had binoculars and used them to see the man, or if the man himself possessed the binoculars. The third slide is about the prosodic cues. Written language lacks the vocal cues, intonation, stress, and pauses that help clarify meaning in spoken language. These vocal cues, called prosodic cues, add layers of meaning that are absent in text, potentially leading to ambiguity. Examples that I like cooking, ma'am, could mean I like to cook, ma'am, or I like cooking, ma'am. That the pause and intonation will clarify in speech.
What are we having for dinner, mother? What are we having for dinner, mother? The sentence, what are we having for dinner, mother, is a neutral question asking the mother about the dinner menu. The speaker addresses their mother politely with even stress across the sentence and no special emphasis on any word. In contrast, the sentence, what are we having for dinner, mother, places a strong stress on the word mother. This changes the meaning to suggest that the mother herself is the dinner, creating a surprising or humorous effect. The shift in stress alters the interpretation completely.
Okay, so let's give another example. She's a German language teacher and she's a German language teacher. As you can see, the two sentences have the same structure or spelling. But if we put stress on a word in each sentence, they will have different meanings. In the first sentence, she's a German language teacher. The stress on language makes it clear that she's a teacher of the German language. The emphasis on the subject she's teaching, which is language. It's all about the language itself. Well, the second sentence, she's a German language teacher. In this sentence, the word German is the one with stress, which shifts the meaning entirely. Again, she's a German language teacher. It means a teacher from Germany who teaches a language, and her nationality is the focus. She's a language teacher, but her Germanness is being highlighted.
They form a student grievance committee. Now you might think there is only one way to understand, but this is listen closely. Depending on which word we stress, we can get two different meaning. First meaning, stress on student. If I say they form a student grievance committee, what I am saying is that the committee is made of a student, so many people. In the committee, the members are the student themselves also. So there are probably the one discussing or resolving complaints. In short, it's grievance committee run by the students. So the second meaning, stress on grievance. They form as students as grievance committee. The change the thing now focus on what the committee is that for the handling grievance committee or the student complaints. So this is the case of the committees. May you think for the teachers or the staff, but means to deal within the issue of the raised by students. We stress the students. It's about who is the committee, which are the students. If we stress grievance, it's about the committee. For the meaning, for the student, who are complaints.
What if I told you that a simple sentence like Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too can either be sweet or scandalous? I have here two interpretations for this sentence. Let's break it down. The first interpretation would be when we stress the last his, specifically meaning George kissed his own wife. The sentence implies that both Charles and George kissed their own wives. So it sounds like this. Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too. In this version, the word his refers to George. The stress shows that George is kissing his own wife, just like Charles did earlier. It's like saying for simple way, Charles kissed his wife. George also kissed his own wife. Let's now go to second interpretation. If we stress the word Charles earlier and the his in the second clause, we might get a more dramatic or scandalous meaning. Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too. Here, the stressed his still refers to Charles, meaning George also kissed Charles' wife. This creates a completely different pictures. Instead of kissing their own wives, George is now involved with Charles' wife too. So the meaning becomes Charles kissed his wife, but George also kissed Charles' wife. Again, for the first sentence, George kissed his own wife. It's harmless, it's sweet. But for the second sentence, George kissed Charles' wife. It's surprising and also it sounds problematic. It shows the importance of intonation and context when understanding or interpreting sentences, especially in real-life conversation.
Okay, now let's jump to these two sentences. So the first one is, while Anna was talking to her friend, she noticed a stranger watching her. This sentence can have two possible meanings because the word she is not clear, and this is what we call ambiguity. Okay, so the first one is Anna was talking to her friend. Anna saw a stranger who was watching her, which is Anna. This is the most common and expected meaning. And then the second meaning would be Anna was talking, and during that time, her friend saw a stranger watching Anna. Here, she refers to the friend and not Anna. We don't know who she is for sure because both Anna and her friend are female. So the sentence is ambiguous or unclear. This is why it has two possible meanings. Okay, so now let's have our second sentence, which is A mother saw her daughter drinking and got mad, so she slapped her. Okay, so the first possible meaning is the mother got angry, so she slapped her daughter. This is most likely the closest meaning to that sentence, but we can still have our second meaning, which is the mother got angry, but then the daughter slapped the mother. This is a less common meaning, but still possible because she slapped her. That she slapped her sentence or praise is unclear. So both she and the her could refer to either the mother or the daughter. We don't know who the subject and the object are for sure. Now, how can we avoid this confusion? So, in sentences with clear or unclear pronouns, it's best to use names instead of words like she or her, especially when more than one female is mentioned. Repeating the names can help it clear who is doing what. So, you can also break a long sentences into shorter ones to make the meaning easier to follow. Adding small details or descriptions can also help clarify who is taking the action. In some cases, using passive voice can shift the focus to the person affected and reduce confusion. These simple changes make sentences clearer and easier to understand.